Yo, it's the Drop Night Show, and I got my lovely co-hosts here, Mara D and K Wonder in the building.
Hey, y'all.
Yo, and we have a producer that has worked with a lot of people, and he's from Philly.
Represent for
Brizzy On Da Beat.
It's the team.
Yeah.
Gang, gang.
Brizzy, thanks for coming to the Drop Night Show, my man.
Appreciate y'all for having me.
No problem.
It's all love. It's all love.
So, tell us a little bit about Brizzy. Where's Brizzy from?
Brizzy On Da Beat is from Southwest Philly. Background from West African.
Okay.
Ghanaian. I've been all over the place, just chasing my dreams. College, graduated from college, Penn State University.
Oh, you smart.
Oh, you smart.
Smart.
Shout out to Penn State.
That ain't no cheap tuition right there.
Oh, you really gotta make these beats. That's why I'm charging the beats.
That's why I don't play, man. No, but Southwest Philly.
Okay.
What'd you go to school for?
I went to school for my mom.
Okay.
Wow.
You went for her. That's a deep question right there, bro.
Yeah, you took it enough.
So what were you majoring in? Yeah.
Right, so I bounced around from like psychology to kinesiology to those were like the main things. I didn't know what I wanted to do in college. I just knew I wanted to. At that time, I was rapping. I just wanted to rap. Wanted to make music. I thought I was gonna get signed like my freshman year, or my junior year, whatever the case was. But just based off the connections I built, the relationships I built at college, like it kind of just put me into just studying communications. You know what I'm saying? It was like the best and I feel like the easiest thing to do. You know what I'm saying? And with all the credits that I built, like I could just easily graduate. So I took up communications and I minored in business.
Oh, you need that, especially in this music industry.
I learned.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So then then you pivoted from that into music.
I literally like combined like everything I was doing with music. Like there was times I had like a show at like Penn State main campus, which is like 4 hours, like I think like 4 or 5 hours from my campus that I was at. So those times I had to like literally like as soon as class was over, shoot straight up the main campus, get away up there and come back the next day because I got class. You know what I'm saying? So it was tough. That's when I used to rap. I used to make beats a little bit better, like back then. But,
So who influenced you? Sorry for when it came to rapping.
Man,
Wait, real quick. How old are you? Because you look like you're about 21, 22.
Like
Just to be no, like seriously, he from Africa, so that's that good. You know what I mean?
That good melon?
Yes, on top of other things.
I'm 29. I just turned 29.
Okay, yeah. So you definitely got the baby up face. So
That's crazy.
play that to your advantage with your fans.
Staying safe.
Yes, definitely stay safe.
You know what I mean?
Awesome. So who were some you said were some of the influences for you when it came to rapping?
And Wiz Khalifa was one of the main people that inspired me growing up. I'll never forget it. I was in my dining room and this video "Say Yeah" came on. It was on MTV Jams. When I seen it, I didn't know who he was. Then I just MySpace was
popping.
Okay. So I literally looked him up, and I'm like, man, him got so much like in common in terms of like his story, his personality, and things like that. He was like a main influence when I like decided to like rap. Diplomats was also something heavy.
Dipset.
Okay.
Gosh.
So, you know what I'm saying? State
That's a
Property.
different vibe.
Yeah. Those are like some of the influences though.
Okay.
That's good.
So you're coming from Philly. You said your mom is from you're Guyanese. So
No.
Guyanese. Sorry.
No. Ghana.
Ghana.
Yeah. That's the name of the country. Ghana.
So they're Guyanese.
No, that's Guyana.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So
Ghanaian.
Ghanaian. Okay. I just learned something. I've learned how to say it right. You know what I mean? Get me right.
My dad is from Ghana. My mom is Liberian.
Okay.
But all from West Africa.
And that's what I was going to say. I know there's some Liberian in there because when I originally met you, I think we had discussed, I was like, oh, I had an ex from Liberia. You were like, oh, okay. I was like, they crazy. You know what I mean? They a little 730.
Yeah,
But, you know, but they, you know, they good people. No. So tell us, what was it like for early Brizzy? You know what I mean? Having your parents and, you know, like what was it like? Did you hear a lot of fella growing up? Who was your... What do you recall then?
I mean, you know, I grew up again in Southwest Philly. I grew up all over the place, but like Southwest Philly is like really what
The staple.
Yeah. I moved into Philly probably like I think like early '95, '96 maybe, and I was born in the U.S., but I had lived in Ghana for a couple of years.
Okay.
And then, well, close to a year, then I moved here with my mom. Once my mom and my pop separated, we moved here. Whatever the case is, moved all over the place. And Southwest was here. And you know, I lived a pretty good life, man. Just based off the fact that you know we never let our struggles like determine our life. You know what I'm saying? Like we never settled. Like my mom was a fighter, hustler, entrepreneur in her mind, and she just always made sure like we was good. Like I don't want to ever say I lived a bad life. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm blessed. It's just like it just be tough, and you just gotta learn how to like roll with the punches. But like you know, just through her, like I can't even hold you. Like this, watching her is the reason why I go like as hard as I do. So yeah, I have a good life, bro. I still got a good life. I don't complain.
So after rapping, you then obviously moved on to producing. Like, who were your influences that have impacted your sound, or helped you kind of figure out what your sound would be different from them? Even.
Well, I had to find myself, so I stopped rapping in 2010. I gave up. I quit. Like I was tired. I was stressed. Y'all see the bags on my eyes. You know what
what was the most stressful thing about
I didn't know how to make
doing
money.
rap?
But knowing wanting to become an artist, you're not gonna make no money for a very long time.
And I didn't know that in 2010. I mean, I knew it, but I'm so optimistic that I felt like, yeah, my time was going to come because I have so many people that really believe in me. Like, I mean, like people that I like look up to that really believed in me. I really felt like, man, I could do this, but it just got so hard. And around that time, I was just tired, stressed. Like I couldn't keep up my bills from my apartment I was living in off campus. And I lived in our apartment, was expensive downtown, you know what I'm saying? So I got into finance. I learned how to get into sales. So I taught myself how to like sell stuff. Like I worked at Sears, worked at many different places. Then I worked at a financial servicing company. Taught me how to sell financial servicing products. I started wearing suits every day. You know what I'm saying? Everybody thought I went crazy, but I needed that break. That break. I left music alone for 5 years. Who would have known? Probably I would have been signed, but I probably would have been dumb because I was so hungry, trying to hop into this. Next thing you know, I'm in a situation that I'm trying to get out of. So I took a break.
As most artists do, they find themselves in a unfortunately contract. So
I took a break from it 5 years, and then I'm a spiritual person. You know what I'm saying? So I was at a convention in Maryland. I think like sometime in like 2016 or whatever, and I was just like, man, I need to get back into the music. I don't know. Matter of fact, is this really what I want to do with my life? Like, is this really what the end all be all? Am I really gonna be selling finance products for the rest of my life? Like all my friends are excelling in it, and I'm still here at this platform. It's just like, what am I supposed to do? I'm telling you, ask, you will receive. I got a weird vibe. Next thing you know, I'm back in the music. I tried doing the management thing, but it was just really like taking care of a baby.
Babysitting.
Facts. And then you bring the artist around certain people. They feel like they're obligated. You're obligated to do a bunch of stuff. I just said, you know what, man, I'm gonna just leave that management stuff alone. I can be a mentor. You know. Yeah. But then I'm like, you know what? Let me just get back into producing. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, I made beats before. One of my close friends taught me how to make beats when we were kids, 18. So I'm like, let me just get back into the producing. Let me learn and teach myself. So around that time, it was like September of 2016. And I downloaded FL Studios. One of my producer friends, one of my close friends, he gave me his speakers for like just to cook up. Like, here, hold these KRKs. I'm back in my mom's basement.
KRKs, like that sounds like so throwback right now.
KRKs, man. So, and I also got inspired by a producer. He used to drop, like he typically drops a lot of instrumental projects. I heard that genre, and I was just like, you know, if he can do it, I can do it. So I took that whole month of September just crafting up my instrumental album called Coming for Everything. It's on all platforms, Coming for Everything. Instrumentals, Volume 1. And I made beats every day, and that was the CD that really dropped. Like, drove a lot of people to kind of like, you know, mess with me. Dropped it in December 2016, and top of the year, I got connected with a studio, Heat Factory Studios, and I was just like locked in for like the whole year, just literally in the studio every single day.
Working on your own stuff, or working on stuff that could go to other artists?
Both. You know what I'm saying? Like just connecting the dots, just, you know, networking with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like any person that I could run into online, on the street, in the studio. But like, I'm a heavy marketer, so like I'm gonna push my project to the. I'm my biggest fan, so I'm gonna push my project like it's, you know what I'm saying, like it's my last, and you know, just because of the hard work that I put in, right? You know what I'm saying. A lot of, you know, I started to enjoy a little bit of the fruits of the labor.
Yes, that Monet. But before we get to that, let's take a break right now. We're going to play one of your songs, okay?
That's cool.
I don't know which track it is, but we'll definitely put it up after so everybody can know, but we're definitely going to put that in. Okay. We'll take a break and we'll be back more. The Drop Night Show, we got Brizzy on the beat.
Appreciate you.
Brizzy on that beat.
Word on the street, they gon' kill me, still ain't happen. Riding with my pole, bitch, I swear I'm never lacking. Still doing shows, that my city gotta get my back in. They say that they looking for me, we know that they capping. I've been trapping. Niggas keep thinking this shit a joke, my youngers ain't laughing. Niggas keep acting like they want smoke, it turned to ashes. Get the drop, fuck 12, don't know what happened. Girl, they done fall up and let me get some change. I sure they done fall up and let me in the game. I stacked all my chains and put some diamonds in my ring. I just bought a new glizzy and that bitch came with a bang.
Yo, it's the Drop Night Show and we back, and that was Brizzy on the Beat record with PNB Rock. What's that record called?
Never Lacking.
So tell us about producing that record. Was it with PNB, or you just said, yo, I'm gonna send this record to Mont or Atlantic? Who? Yeah. How did it all come into fruition?
Shout out to PNB Rock, man. He's a really he's a real like genuine boy. You know what I'm saying? Like
free PNB Rock.
He out.
Oh, is
I told you he was out.
Oh, okay.
That was crazy.
You
though.
sure?
That was crazy that he got caught up in that bullshit.
Yeah, he out. He's good. Well,
that was quiet. But
That was pretty.
Free PNB, right? Let him stay free, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's all. But yeah, shout out to him. He's a real genuine guy, man. And pretty much out of all the beats that, you know, me and one of my producers I made the beat with, I'm surprised he selected that beat. You know what I'm saying?
Why?
We got bangers. Like, that beat's a banger, but it's more so like we got other bangers.
Bangers.
That's bangers to what you think.
Yeah.
Not a banger to what the artist is hearing.
But that's why I respect artists like him, because like I actually been in the studio with him, you know, with him and his brother, and just seeing how he like literally can make a song out of anything is like, man. And I didn't really expect him to like go in on that beat the way he went in on it, like talking about his brother, talking about like just his past, and you know, and keeping it like trap. But like I think that was a different beat for him, and for me that was like a really great experience. You know what I'm saying? So pretty much we sent the beat out to him. Some people made some plays, and then we got, you know, my first record with him.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So was the publishing right on there?
Everything's sturdy.
Okay.
Show always about the black and white. You know, he's in the industry, so it's important for us.
Checks and balances.
But shout out to P&B Rock. Shout out to Andrew.
Some of the other artists you work with, Black Poppy, Little Sis, like what is it like for you? You know, how important is it for you to make sure that hometown represents and that, you know, there's a camaraderie or a group of like you know, tightness. It's a unity. That's what I'm looking for. Unity in Philly. How important?
It's very important, man. I think it's extremely important that, you know, people stick together because, like, I'm in Atlanta every month. You know what I'm saying? I'm in Atlanta. And one thing I learned about being in Atlanta is that there's a heavy volume of unity. And, you know, my first time ever going to Atlanta, I was a little bit nervous because, like, you know, I was going down there I just woke up one day and it's like, yo, I'm going to Atlanta. And when I drove with my best friend, we drove down there and I booked some studio time. I booked like 5-6 hours and it was just to cook up, but it wound up turning into like the biggest like party. Like it was just like, wow, this is hot. But I learned from this one producer who produces and engineers for like everybody, you know, Young Thug, Future, you know, a lot of big names. And, you know, I had so many questions, like just so many questions. Like it's to the point like I became like a real fan of just trying to figure out things about some, you know,
as you should.
You know what I'm saying? Just trying to figure like what's the sauce, like what, how, you know. So he broke so many things down to me. But one thing that I always keep is that you gotta work with everybody, like not just anybody, but like work with everybody. I mean, like stay connected with like you know, with people from the neighborhood. Stay connected with the artists that are coming up. Like you got to be on everything. So that was like my mind frame. Like, you know, my instrumental CD is called "Coming for Everything." That was because of my mind frame. So when he told me that, I'm just like,
solidified it, right? So what is the Brizzy on the Beat sound? Like, what could we expect on the track created by you?
Oh man, for me, I'm inspired by like, you know, Zaytoven. You know, minus the fact that I do not play the keys or anything like that, but his
do you
sound,
play any instruments?
To be honest with you, I'm learning.
Okay.
I'm learning how to play the keys. You know what I'm saying?
The majority of the producers don't
really know. Right.
I just got a crazy ear. You know what I'm saying? So I play everything by ear, but I'm taking up piano lessons. Investing in that right now. But yeah, Zaytoven. Metro Boomin is like my real mental mentor to me. You know what I'm saying? And
bro, real quick, I was at the BMI Awards. When I tell you this young kid swept every award at the BMI Awards. His mom even told the story. She said he came to Atlanta and met Future. Future called her, said, "I want your son to stay." He stayed with Future. His life has never been the same.
Sense, of course, yeah.
That's never know.
And it's a lot of work. Like y'all be in the studio damn near 24/7. Like what's like all nighters.
Studio last night.
Yeah.
Studio last night.
That's where it's the dedication and the hard work. Like that.
I was in a 24-hour session with Lee Mason. Like a couple days ago. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Lee. She works hard. But yeah, Metro Boomin. You know, that's kind of like something I feel like my sound is a little bit compared to, but I don't really have a sound, you know what I'm saying? Like I tried hard to like really find like a solid like, oh yeah, I know that's a Brizzy on the beat. But I guess now you can just tell by like my 808s because I use a particular 808 now, you know what I'm saying?
That boom, that bass, right?
You know what I'm saying? But I got more of like a little southern.
Where do you draw inspiration from though to do the beats? Is it like something that you see or you think of, or is it just a sound you hear? Is it a commercial? Like people draw from anywhere, you know, a commercial, a girl, you know.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm where I draw my inspiration from really is just like I gotta just continue working. Like there's somebody. I'm very competitive in my like low key competitive.
He said I'm really coming for everything, like really.
Like, you know, if I see somebody doing something that I feel like I should be doing, I'm gonna commend them. I'm not gonna hate. I'm gonna show love, but I gotta go back to the drawing board because like if that person is getting that opportunity and it looks like a dope opportunity, I want to have those same opportunities too. At least opportunities that I have a decision to make if I want to do it. But I just wanna accomplish as much. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like that's why I don't really sleep because I feel like I'm missing out if I'm going to bed. You know what I'm saying? So I try to stay up as much as I can. I try to make as much beats as I can every day, and I just try to stay up on everything. But after a while, it gets overloading. You know what I'm saying? It gets draining. It gets you start. You know what I'm saying? You start really. You know.
That's why other producers wind up hiring this producer, that producer. Be like, yeah,
oh yeah, that's
coming. It's real.
That's coming.
That's real. Oh, that's coming.
I got a young boy that's from I think either North or South Carolina. He's hot. I'm looking on trying to lock him in. You know what I'm saying? We're building a good chemistry.
Well, let's take this break. Okay, we will be back. We're actually going to talk about more of your entrepreneurial spirit because I feel like that is something you really put the mark on, and a lot of people need to know to do that. So we'll be back. It's a Drop Night Show. We got Brizzy on the beat.
Brizzy on that beat.
Oh yeah, it's like that. Hell yeah, it's like that. I got a nice check. She got a nice back. I'm tryna slice that. Oh yeah, it's like that. Oh yeah, it's like that. Oh yeah, it's like that. We keep them choppers on demand, cause yeah, it's like that. My homie just got out the king, cause yeah, it's like that. We doing shootouts out the Vegas, yeah.
Now we're back paying some bills, and we're gonna jump back into it with Brizzy on the beat. And let's talk about this lovely spread. What do we have here?
Right. Now, this is his entrepreneurial side, okay? Mind you, Brizzy is a producer, rapper, and entrepreneur. So we have your restaurant. It's in Philly. It's called Kings and Queens, a Liberian cuisine. And this is Liberian food. We have your cousin, who's your business partner. What's your name? Introduce yourself.
Samedo Khan.
Samedo Khan. You're the chef?
Yes.
Okay, so what do we have right now that we're all about to taste?
Basically, we have a traditional Liberian cuisine, which is potato greens right here. This is seafood potato greens. It's basically got crab, shrimp, and fish inside. And then, it's like a turn-up version of spinach. Wow. Have you ever had spinach before? It's the leaf of the sweet potato. So, that's what we work on our culture. We maximize our use resources when we're back home. So we have a lot of the leaves. And then right over there you got the cassava leaf, which also is the leaf of the cassava. Something they call a yucca whatsoever. So that's cooked in the palm oil. That too has turkey and chicken in it. So basically, a lot of our food is plant-based. Like a lot of Liberian, actually I say all of Liberian food is plant-based because we use our natural resources. And that's how we create our cuisines.
So this one, the cassava, this has chicken in it too?
Yeah, chicken.
Okay, chicken, and then there's seafood in the other. Where is your actual restaurant located?
Basically, we're right up there in Upper Darby.
Upper Darby, okay.
107 Fairfield Avenue.
Okay.
Kings and Queens Liberian Cuisine. You can catch us right in Upper Darby. We have a nice dining location. So basically, we introducing people to West African food to come dine in, enjoy the culture. That's like the intro to the culture. Once you get to love the food, you're going to want to find out so much more. So start your first and just come get the love of this food.
So did you, is it because of your love of food, or is it the culture that made you guys want to get and like, hey, why don't we start the restaurant? Like, what was the inspiration?
The love of, I got a crazy love for Liberian food. If I don't eat it, it's like if I don't eat it, I feel like I haven't eaten nothing for like days. I gotta eat some type of rice and potato greens or some type of Liberian cuisine in order for me to feel full. I may go out and eat sushi. I may go out and eat at the fanciest restaurant, Ocean Prime, whatever it is. But for me to feel full and for me to feel like satisfied for some reason, I gotta have some Liberian food. And most likely the way I've seen it from us growing up from the Southwest when we were younger to now, the culture has grown on so many people. So I've seen the way it evolved from some people not wanting to try it and some people trying it right now. So it's just as things grow and grow as we grow as a community.
How long have you had the restaurant?
About 5 years now.
5 years? Wow.
Okay.
That's a good run.
In about 2 months.
Y'all must be doing y'all. Obviously doing it.
Yeah,
and where did you come up with the name?
Yes.
Kings and Queens. Basically, Kings and Queens. I was looking for something that could symbolize to everybody. You could be the type of people that come to Kings and Queens. They're Asian. They're from India. They're from Haiti, Caribbean, everywhere. So I was looking for something that could really just unify us, and also mean Africa. Unify us and also mean Africa, so we could all be called Kings and Queens no matter where we're from. So I wanted something to roll off the tongue, something marketable, and that's what we're looking for. So just something very marketable. I too, I'm a business manager. I'm a business major. I graduated from Penn State with business. Management, marketing,
You're smart.
So,
y'all got some budgets over here.
we got some
seriously, we got loads to pay.
So what got you interested in managing Brizzy On Da Beat?
And
it kind of seems like it's kind of second nature. You know what I mean?
It's just by nature, man. Like it's my brother. It's my brother, man. And we started at St. Barnabas, so we started grade school together.
Oh, wow.
We've been rocking for like over 10 years.
Clearly.
I mean, just like when the music started, I was there. when Brizzy started rapping and the beats, the beats was making it, we was right there in the basement. I got this one picture, we all had jerseys on. We in the basement. He stayed with a Kobe jersey. He stayed so like I felt the love, man. I know his love for music is natural. It's not because of the money. Right. It's not because it's what he loved in general. So just like when it comes to the restaurant, we love Liberian food. We love to share our culture. So it's just a mutual love for both things, and we understand where we come from when it comes to how we build both brands, from the restaurant to from producing. We understand and respect both aspects.
Okay. So what is one of the things that, and Brizzy, this is more for you. I seen a YouTube that you did when you went to a community center and kind of like gave back and were talking to the kids about, your career. Why is that important for you? And do you tie it into your entrepreneurial, meaning like your food and so on and the clothing and stuff? Why is that important to make sure that the kids are like aware?
Well, first of all, shout out to Reclaim You. They reached out to me after I produced a record for LGP Qua. And Wallow 267. The song is called Ain't Coming. I guess, once they seen that song, seen the video and things like that, and they figured out that I produced a record, they reached out to me just to come to a youth center in South Philly and just tell my story. And the funny thing is like I feel like I just love to just give back somehow,
Wow, that's amazing.
And I just love to give back somehow, some way, and I love to inspire. I feel like if you're not trying to motivate or inspire somebody to do something like really positive in your life, it's just like, what's the point?
Right. Wow. That's major.
And like that was just something I always wanted to do. I always wanted to speak to the youth, because it's like the youth are the future.
They are.
The youth are the future, and I want to inspire people to just chase their dreams, to believe in themselves. Don't let no one feel like you can't do something. Don't feel like no one is gonna like no one can control your future. Like, you can do whatever it is you want to do. Like I left everything, every single career I had, just to put it into music. You know what I'm saying? I was a banker.
Can't be scared to take that risk, huh?
Hell no, I can't. So when they reached out to me, it was just like, for sure. And I ain't going there prepared of like,
what you were gonna say.
You know what I mean?
It was strictly from the heart?
It was just strictly from the heart. You guys can check it out on YouTube.
Yeah, that's dope.
Actually, just to even top that off, we about to get some fresh news here. So we actually, Brizzy and I, we collaborated February 17th. We're doing something with Chosen 300 on Lancaster. So the idea that we came together is that we want to give the homeless. So everybody talk about serving the homeless.
Correct.
So when we think about things, try to do out of the box. We want to make sure it's fresh, is innovative. So basically, what we're doing on February 17th, Sunday, we're giving the homeless a fine dining experience.
Wow.
We're not gonna like serve straight from a line up and we're
right. Like the soup kitchen.
We're gonna have waiters out there. Everybody dressed in attire as if you're at a 5-star restaurant.
Wow.
Make sure like we give that image off and make sure they get that service. The things that we'll enjoy. We go down to Ruth's Chris or we go down to Del Frisco's and et cetera, et cetera. So we actually got a few sponsors too. We got Wallow doing some hoodies. We got somebody got to do it. They coming down. They supporting, and then Platinum Designs. They're decorating. We just putting up this. It's actually early putting up this piece just to make sure like we'll give back to our community and just people to enjoy the life that we try to strive for.
I love that. When is that? February 17th
Yes,
at Kings and Queens?
No, it's February 17th. It'll be at Chosen 300.
Chosen 300. Okay.
Chosen 300 is on 38th, 39th.
But the food will be
yours. Yeah, the food will be from Kings and Queens.
Food, the whole dining experience.
The whole dining experience will be from
brought
Kings
to
and
you by
Queens.
King.
I love that. That's what it's about. You know what I mean? Like people really get caught up and they don't really understand like this world as it goes on with all the politics and all the craziness. We got to keep the energy of love and respect and things of that nature to keep the vibe. There's like it's always a good and evil. There's always a good and evil on the planet. I'm a very spiritual person. I'll be the first one to tell you. But I always feel like the more love, the more good, that comes back 5,000 times full.
Yeah, and you never know when it's gonna come back. Yeah.
Exactly. And if it don't come to you, it might come to your kids. You know what I mean? Or something. So that's important.
Right.
That's very important. Well, look, we thank you so much,
Yeah, for
guys,
sure.
for coming.
This was
Is
great.
there
This was great.
any other information that people need to know? Like, what's next for you? Like, what can they be looking forward for with 2019 and onward?
Coming for everything.
Right.
Literally, man. Just continue to just follow me. I don't know what's next.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But the plan and the focus is to like continue just building on the platforms that's already given to us. Like the stage is there. It's just for us to just go out and go get it. But like I said, like there's a bunch of things happening in 2019. Like a lot of good things, a lot of different
Any
situations.
projects you want to tell us about that we might be able to?
Oh yeah,
Or
there's
you
a lot
got
of projects.
Besides the Coming for Everything, any other artists you working on? You work with? I know you work with Lil Sis. Shout out to Lil Sis.
Oh,
That was,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
That's
that's
the homie.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
was,
yeah,
rocking with the drop before
For a long time.
all this. She was rocking with the drop.
That's my dog for life, man.
Yeah.
She's a great person. We got a lot of new music on the way.
Nice.
But yeah, I got a lot of projects coming through, man. Coming soon. I'm in the studio every night. Right now, currently, I have my most recent project. It's called Last Christmas in the Hood. It's an instrumental album.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's on all platforms. Last Christmas in the Hood. That's exactly what it's called.
I like that. I'm gonna put a stamp on that.
You know what I'm saying? That's out right now. I got a project dropping on Valentine's Day. It's another instrumental project. I got an artist I'm getting ready to
Oh yeah, you
sign
cooking over
as
here.
well, you know what I'm saying, from Atlanta. And I got some major projects getting ready to drop soon as well with some major artists. So just follow me on social media. Follow me on Instagram.
At what? Drop your.
Oh yeah, at Brizzy On Da Beat.
Brizzy On Da
Gang,
Beat.
gang.
Brizzy
You know what I mean?
Gang,
Everybody
gang.
got hoodies today. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, thank you
We
so
appreciate
much.
it.
And make sure you also follow the restaurant.
Follow Kings and Queens, Kings, and then AND Queens, QUENS LC. You can follow us on Instagram, okay?
Awesome.
The food is so good.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for having me.
They're not paying us to say this. Food is good.
Yo, this seafood right here.
Yeah.
Yo, right here.
Another level.
Yo.
Didn't
Yo.
know I was missing.
I'm about to dig in my dance.
Yeah, what you waiting for?
Starving over here, bro.
Yo.
So everybody, it's a wrap. We appreciate it. Make sure you stay following the Drop Night Show. I mean, our social media is the Drop Night Show. Come check out the YouTube, Water Ice. All right, y'all make sure y'all check out the YouTube. And we'll see you next time. It's the Drop Night Show.
Every Thursday at 8.
Let's go.